Have you ever dreamed of this wealthy man that was just going to come into your life and he was going to take all of your problems away and he was going to support you financially and just whisk you off your feet? I know that I certainly have dreamt that. So here's what I've learned about that belief, that illusion that someone is just going to come and save you. It actually is very harmful. It can harm your love life more than you could even know. So a lot of us adopted this belief from childhood movies, so it's not even our fault. If you're anything like me, you've often wondered if you're going to find the one, and when you do, you're just going to know it. What I know now from what I've studied about relationships and the women that I work with, and also even healthy couples that I know, is that finding the one that's going to complete you it's an illusion. It's something that we've been sold time and time again through movies and through media. Thinking that there's some person that can fix us or save us, or vice versa, thinking that we can fix or save someone else really harms you. And if you come from a household where there was a lot of codependency, then you will know that thinking that there's someone out there that's going to complete you or save you is just going to cause codependency. What happens with codependency is that we rely too heavily on our partner to meet our needs. We're not supposed to put that much pressure on our partners. They're just human, just like we are. If we're expecting someone else to fix our problems, or we're going to finally see happiness when this person comes into our life, we're going to be failing to grow independent of someone else. We're not going to be giving ourselves the opportunity to become the best versions of ourselves on our own. We're going to constantly be in a pattern where we look externally for happiness, validation, love, approval, attention. This is definitely something that I did for decades. You might not even realize you're doing this because you're probably not doing this on purpose. Nobody wants to get themselves in unhealthy relationships. For years, I would even say decades, I was the type of woman that was so insecure. I really felt this unceasing sense of longing probably my whole entire life. I just never felt completely complete. I always felt anxious. I was always looking like, are you the one? Are you the one? Are you the one? I didn't know how to affirm my own self, and it was a dependence on other people that I just knew deep down was just not healthy, and I just didn't even know how to fix it. I wanted to attract a high value man, someone that was conscious and confident and good looking and had his shit together. And it wasn't until I reached a bottom and I saw my relationship pattern. After that realization at the beginning of 2024, I made a conscious decision that this was going to stop, and I was going to no longer have this pattern, and I was going to become whole, and I was going to become self-confident. Obviously, there's a healthy dependency, right? It's okay to have a partner that we depend on. You know, sometimes they give us attention or validation, but it's where you really have to be honest with yourself and be like, where's this coming from? Is this something that's healthy? They're just affirming something that I already know that is there. They're just the cherry on top of me already knowing that I'm awesome and I don't need someone else to fix me or save me. I know how to take care of myself. And I knew that that's not exactly where I was. I had been improving year after year after year after 18 years of personal growth, but I knew there was still some little tweaks that needed to happen to me. So this whole year of 2024 has been nothing short of a miracle. But I wanted to share this story of all this work that I've been doing in 2024 has been paying off, because I just went car shopping. My car was hit. I was rear-ended. And as a result of getting rear-ended, my car was totaled. The insurance company gave me a check for my car and they just towed my car away. I was not at fault, thankfully. It was this gentleman's fault. And normally something like this would just make me super stressed out. Car shopping as a single woman is just not the funnest thing in the world to do. At least it doesn't feel like the funnest thing for me. I approached it in a way that I felt was so mature and so sovereign and so confident. And I was clear about what kind of car I want, how much I wanted to spend, and what I wanted it to even look like. Got me thinking about dating. The more you know yourself, the more you understand what it is that you want in a relationship, the more you're able to go out there in the dating scene and be like, okay, this is exactly the kind of car I want. This is the kind of man that I want. So when I went out there car shopping, I knew I wanted a white car. I wanted it to be small. I wanted it to be under a certain amount of money, and that's exactly what I found. I saw all kinds of cars that were like super shiny, super amazing, way out of my price range, and it was like, oh my god, I want that car. But the more I got to know that car and see that car, I was like, no, that's not the car. So it's the same thing as dating. Like, you might see this guy and he's super rich and he's super tall, dark, and handsome, but the more you get to know him, the more you realize that it's not the right man for me, because we're not actually compatible. Going around car shopping as this independent single woman woman who had an 820 credit score. Like, I felt so proud of myself that I was able to communicate my needs to these car salesmen, and I never felt intimidated or scared. I knew how to hold my own, and as a result, I got myself a sweet car. I love it so much. It's the perfect car for me. It's the perfect color for me. So just like in my car buying process, the more clarity that you have, the more you're going to be able to attract and be magnetic to that very thing that you want. A lot of women will approach me and they are in fear about leaving a man. They don't believe that there actually could be a man out there for them. So they stay stuck in these relationships, and it's really loud here in this parking lot. They stay stuck in these relationships. They become dependent on these people, and it's not a good place to be in at all. And I've been there. This is why I help the women that I work with to become sovereign, to build self-confidence, to literally change their beliefs, to change their identity and the way that they see themselves, so that they are attracting truly from a place of embodiment. It's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna attract a different guy. If I think it will happen. Like, no, there's more to it than that. For a lot of women, this is all they've ever known, right? It's just like an unhealthy relationship, chaos, codependency. I mean, I get it. Like, we're familiar with something, we're automatically gonna choose it, whether we realize we're doing that or not. That's why I'm here to shed light on these things, to show people that there's a new path to love, and there's a new way that they could be that is just filled with so much agency, freedom, peace, true love, and confidence. When we stay in these types of relationships, we're not truly being loved for who we are. Being a confident, sovereign woman is going to make it so that you attract the right men. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, that woman, there's something about her. She exudes femininity and softness and joy and love. And I know that she's not gonna be leaning on me heavily. Like, she's gonna add value to my life, as he's gonna want to add value to your life. I lead women through the same process that I went through to go from anxiously attached to secure, from insecure to confident, from feeling this unceasing sense of freaking longing all the time to whole. Now, obviously, every single woman is different. So the program is tailored to your specific needs, your specific circumstance. This is why I offer a free initial session, so we can jump on a call and I can just hear you out, see where you're at. What is it that you're wanting to have changed in your life? Where are your pain points, and how is it that I can help you? I know I can help you. How I can support you in healing, growing, and attracting the relationship that you want. It could be with this guy, but let's get you to a place where you feel like you are in the best place you've ever been in your entire life, and embodying that of a sovereign, powerful woman. You have it in you, as I had it in me. I just needed a few little tweaks here and there to actually bring it out, and I bring that out in women. I have a process to help them. I will empower you to trust yourself. Together, we will heal attachment issues. Everyone has a different relationship pattern, and we'll take a look at what that pattern is, and we will dismantle it, and we will install new stuff into the operating system, new beliefs, a new identity. And it's not to say that you have to dismantle everything that you are right now. I'm just saying, if you're wanting new, fresh energy and to step into the fullness of your feminine fucking power starting into this new year, then let's do this. Let's jump on a call together. It was fun to do this first video in my new car. I will see you in my next video. Bye.